throughout the whole system at all times.
Oil.
We have oil. So our oil comes in here, and then we get oil in here, and there's lubrication happening here, and then there's actually, we don't have a light, but you'll, right down inside here, there's like a little check valve in this compressor. I think it's in here. Yeah, there's a little check valve in this one, because some models don't have a check valve, depending on the size. This one does. It has the oil check valve. It's a free-floating one. So as the suction gas comes back, oil comes down here, and inside here, there is, you can't flip it up on the side, there's a little pickup tube. And so we'll come over here, and then this is called an oil pump. So some of the Bitzer models will have a splasher, which will be connected to the crankshaft here. So as it spins, it's just hitting the oil, it's going up, it goes into a little cup and pushes the oil all the way through this way. Make sure it's all lubricated. But this is a positive displacement pump. And what this does, as that oil comes back, it gets sucked up through, there's a little strainer inside here, and I'll get everybody to come up and look at it in a little bit. And what it does, they have holes drilled inside the compressor. And as it's spinning, this oil pump, which you did a great job here, you can see, it takes the oil and it pushes it through to lubricate all the journals, all the bearings. So this is why overheating is really bad for our system. One of the leading causes for the longest time was overheating. And still probably one of the leading causes is of compressor failures for semi-hermetics. But once again, you'll see that if you start to have oil issue, maybe it's not overheat. It could be maybe contamination, like we talked about earlier. Maybe this screen down here, this oil screen gets all plugged up. And so when we have a good running system, we get the oil comes up, we have a good net oil pressure, and I'll ask you in a second how that, we lubricate all the bearings here, and then that's just a cycle. This is your oil management cycle. Every compressor has an oil management cycle, even if you have like actual oil separators and reservoirs like Matthew talked about yesterday, or